Okay, let's go over how to create a recipe in MyFitnessPal. You are going to go to the bottom, click the more at the bottom, My Meals, Recipes, and Foods here. Creating a recipe, you can see I have a ton already added in here. So create a recipe on the bottom. There's two ways to do this. Let's go over the first way, add from the web. So this is going to be an easy way to add a recipe from somewhere that you've already found it. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy the URL link from where that recipe is, and then you will paste it into MyFitnessPal, and it's going to load in here. You will import the recipe, and then you can see down here, this is the recipe from this website. The ingredients are here. Now it's listing the ingredients directly as it is on that website. So sometimes you'll need to go in and adjust these, and maybe you have changed the recipe for you. So you'll also want to make note of these things. So for example, it says 4 ounces of cream cheese. What kind of cream cheese? You know, this may be a reduced fat. It may be something else. Greek yogurt, same thing, and so on and so forth. Now, this recipe in particular has things like cups, and we want to measure in grams as much as possible. So you do want to go in and change these cups to the amounts of grams. So this is how you'll do that. You know, you can do it on the previous screen, and this is ultimately where you will add these ingredients. So you want to make sure that these line up. So you can click on them exactly. And, you know, so this has 4 ounces of cream cheese. Let's say you wanted to do an alternative. You can choose in here. Maybe it's, you know, like reduced fat cream cheese. And you can search for that and choose. In here, you can choose if you're adding in ounces or grams, either way, being as accurate as possible using your food scale. So this is what we're going to choose, and then it will change that ingredient. You can see it on the bottom ingredient now. Same thing goes for any of these. So searching for an alternative, let's say that you have access to the barcode scanner and you just want to scan the one that you have, you would open that, and you know, you'll have the product there that you can scan and use that barcode, or you can always search for the one in particular that you have. So, you know, let's say that you're using non-fat 0%, and you can change it so it's the amount of grams there instead. So, you know, let's just say 100. I don't know what it actually would be. And once you've done that, you will press that little arrow in the top right hand corner, and you can see in here, so servings, this is going to be the entire thing, right? So you can choose in here how you want to do it. You can kind of see how that adjusts. So the whole thing, you'll see the calories, like total calories for it, total fat, total carbs, total protein. And this serving size will depend on you and how you want to do this. And you can always go back and actually change the serving sizes. This will just depend on how you want to use it for you and how you want to log it. So let's say you do it as 1 serving, and then when you go to log it, you can adjust for that. So let's say you divide it by 12, then you can say, you know, a 12th of it. Or let's just say this recipe, you're going to make it 12 servings. So it's, you know, divided by 12. So that's what one serving would be now, what your nutrition facts correlate to. Sometimes this may be, a rough estimate, and that's totally okay. So, then you can save that recipe. It's in there for you. You can add it to your diary, or you can go back and always edit the recipe there. Now, let's create a recipe entering the ingredients manually. So let's say that you are making your own thing, then you can decide what that is called. Do this in a way that helps you. Let's say we're going to make turkey chili. You can decide how many servings that's going to be, or you know what? Let's do something I just did. So protein mac and cheese. I decided in this recipe it was going to be 4 servings. Again, you decide this, and this is just like a nutrition label. It doesn't mean anything except for what the nutrition facts represent. So you decide here, and then when you go to log it, then you can adjust your servings. So then in the ingredients, you can type things in as you want to, or you can copy and paste things in here as you want. They should be 1 per line. Now, if you have the barcode scanner, then an easy way here is just leaving this blank, pressing that little arrow, and then you can go in and add ingredients with either your scanner, or you can search for the food here as well if that's a little bit easier for you. Once you do that, you'll press that little arrow button to continue just like you did before. So then when it comes to your recipes, will all be in here. When it comes to you maybe logging them, then you can go into my recipes, things will be there. So protein mac and cheese, just like I had made this the other day. You can look and you can see all the nutrition facts in here. Remember, I did 4 servings. So 1 serving is these nutrition facts, these macros reflect the 1 serving. That's 1/4 of the whole thing that I made. And I can always adjust, like, maybe I only wanted half of that, or 1/4 of it, or whatever that is. You adjust for you. And then you'll press the check, and it will add that into your diary.